Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. In today's video, I am bringing you episode 5, I think, of my Throwback Thursday series I'm doing here weekly on my channel. I honestly was not sure that I would be able to do these weekly, but so far it's working out pretty well. And of course, I have to give a huge shout out to Jan Van for being my inspiration. She's been doing Throwback Thursdays on her channel for quite some time. I think she's up to like episode 106, something like that. And then of course, my dear friend Dawn for encouraging me to do this series here on my channel. So what palette will I be using today? I'm going to be using the Sample Beauty, the Jewel Toned palette. This is a UK indie brand that I think I discovered through Steph, I'm pretty sure. And this is my favorite palette that I have from this brand. I have, I think, 5, maybe 6 palettes from Sample Beauty. And this is just so wonderful and so fun to use. I love the mattes in here and I love the shimmers, especially this one here called Moonstone and this one here called Diaspora. Those are my favorite shimmers. Now, what I've wanted to do is pull this palette out and use other shimmers and not use those two, but I'm gonna have to use at least one of them in this look today because they're so shifty and metallic and beautiful, and I just have to get them, at least one of them, on my lids today. I'm trying to decide exactly what I'm gonna do for this look. I think I'm gonna use these two mattes. This is called Smoky Quartz, and this one is called Spinal. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And then I think I'm going to throw on this shimmer here. This is called Pyrope Garnet. And then I think I am going to use Moonstone. I have to. There's just no two ways about it. So that's what I'm going to do. I might even throw in the shade here called Obsidian, the black matte. It's really nice. And I do have both of my brows done. And of course, this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. So I'm going to go in with my Refer 14 that Janny sent to me. Love it so much. And I think I'll just start off with Smoky Quartz first, this lighter kind of pinky mauve shade, and put that in my transition area. And I'm just loving this series. It's so fun. I mean, I was doing like an old school palette series, you know, before I started doing the Throwback Thursdays, which is basically the same concept, but I wasn't really doing them weekly. I was doing them like, what, once a month? So to do this weekly is really cool because I'm really getting a lot of use out of palettes that I haven't used in a while, you know, like especially, well, I think all of them I've used for Throwback Thursday so far. I had not used in a really long time, like the LA Girl palette, the Pro Mastery palette, the Tasty Avocado from I Heart Revolution. What else have I used? The ABH Riviera. I don't remember the last time I used that palette. It's been a long time. So it's really fun, you know, because that's really what I love about having a channel, or at least, you know, the direction I want my channel to go and stay in is using makeup I already have. I have, of course, purchased new makeup. So, and I will continue to do that. Of course I will. But this is just a blast. I'm loving it. And I'll be happy when the weather outside warms up a little bit so we can turn the heat down or the air on so I don't have to have the window open anymore. But, you know, for now, this is just how it's going to have to be. Yes, it is. And, you know, I thought about using there's beautiful blues, greens, you know, but I tend to gravitate towards those shades lately, the blues and greens. So I'm trying to, you know, maybe branch out and use some different tones. Although, you know, I did use the Mini Love palette in my video that was up yesterday. And, well, this is kind of similar to that, but whatever. I'm just going for it, you know, just keep going. Just keep swimming. Okay, I think I'm done with that shade. That's beautiful. It's very pigmented. It blended well. I love it. Yes. So now I'm going to go into Spinal or Spinal, I don't know, and put that in my outer V and into my crease. And I'm going to be using a Refer 13 to do that. Love these brushes. They have revolutionized my entire life. Okay. I know that sounds overboard, but it's really true because they're just such wonderful brushes and they work so well. Oh my gosh. You know, the shadows just kind of blend themselves with these brushes, I feel like. And I would love to know if you guys have any Sample Beauty palettes, how you feel about the brand. They used to have their own website, And now I just see them being sold on Beauty Bay. So I don't know what happened with that exactly, but maybe it's just a better deal for them to sell their products on Beauty Bay. I don't know. I don't know how that kind of stuff works. But yeah, I went to like link their website in a past video, and I'm like, I don't see a Sample Beauty website anymore, but I saw them on Beauty Bay. So I just linked the Beauty Bay site. But yeah, this is a gorgeous shade. Very pigmented, and it's applying beautifully and blending beautifully, and yes, I love it. And I have a pretty decent list of Throwback Thursday, I'm gonna go back into Smoky Quartz, Throwback Thursday palettes to pull into this series, and I'm really excited about it because I just, I'm loving being able to pull out older palettes and play with them. I do have some Throwback Thursday collabs coming up too. I have one with Jazz. Her channel name is The Buffet Witch, and I'll link her in my description box. She just started her channel not very long ago, and I am just thrilled that she started her channel because I followed her on Instagram for quite some time, and we've also done a couple collabs on Instagram as well. And she is just absolutely gorgeous, and she is one of the most talented creators I've ever seen. And I just kept thinking, man, at some point, I really do hope she starts a channel. And she did. Yay. So that's really cool. I want to really support her and encourage you guys to go and subscribe because she's awesome. You'll love her. She's really talented. She's very knowledgeable. And of course, she's absolutely gorgeous inside and out. And then I will also have another Throwback Thursday collab with Marina. And this time, Emily, Makeup by Blowfish. I'll link both of their channels in my description box. She's going to join us, so that'll be really fun. And I'm not going to tell you guys what palettes we're going to be using for either one of those collabs, so you'll have to just wait and see. Okay, that's great. I love it. I think it's beautiful. So now I think what I'll do is start off with this one here called Pyrope. It's P-Y-R-O-P-E. Pyrope Garnet. And put that right here. It just cracks me up how much traffic is out there because it's really early in the morning as I'm filming this, like pretty damn early. Where's my spray? Oh, there it is. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I mean, people go to work really early. I mean, obviously. Okay, let's put this here. Ooh, yeah. Gorgeous. And I have a really fun lippy that I'll be using today for the first time. Of course, I'll show that to you at the end of the video, but I'm really excited to use it. It's from VE Cosmetics. It's gorgeous. Well, I hope it's gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. I haven't put it on my lips yet, but it looks like it's going to be an absolute humdinger. And I'm really trying to cool my jets with the new Nomad palette, the Ireland one, because I love green eyeshadows and it is so gorgeous. But I have purchased too much makeup recently. This, kind of went over my budget. And, over the last couple months, I haven't got anything yet for the month of March, but we're early in March. And I just think, do I need it? Because I have other green shadows, but I love Nomad so much. And that is such a beautiful color story. I don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to, just hold on. Just don't go get it right quite yet. So now I'm going to go into Moonstone. And this is a really pretty, it's like gold and pink, and I think maybe even like a little bit of like a light green in there too. It's so beautiful. So are you guys going to get the new Nomad palette? Have you already gotten it? Is it on its way to you? Maybe did you get it in PR? We can chat about that in the comment section. And this is kind of a flakier, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of flaky. Well, it's pretty flaky. So I just kind of pick up a chunk flake and then spray it, of course, and then I'm just going to smush it onto my lid. And I mean, look at that. It is perfection. It really is. It's such a beautiful shade. It's just lovely. And the other shade I have on, the Pyrope Garnet, is beautiful too. Absolutely stunning. But I just love the Moonstone shade that I'm using right now. And then the Diaspore. I did do a 2 looks video with this palette, I think, right? Was that what I did? I think Steph and I actually did a Sample Beauty collab, and I used this palette, and I created 2 different eye looks on each eye, I don't do those types of videos really that much anymore, doing 2 different eye looks, because, you know, I just got some feedback from people saying it's really hard to like figure out exactly how the look looks because it's competing with the other eyelid. So I just quit doing those. And I mean, I don't have any problem going out into public with 2 different eye looks on my eyelids. That has nothing to do with it, but I just felt like, I don't know, it just seemed disjointed, I guess. So I don't do that anymore. It does make the videos a lot easier to film though when you do it like that, because if you, like when I do my 2 looks, it takes me 2 days to film those, you know, and then another day to edit. So I'm gonna go back in with Moonstone with my finger, just a little bit of this, just to kind of smush like I typically do. Smush those 2 shimmers together a little bit better. Oh, that is so beautiful. And I'm gonna go back in with the other shade. Put it right here. I am not a geologist. All of these shades are named after like gems or rocks and things like that, and I just don't know enough about it to, my husband probably would, but he's sleeping, so I go wake him up. Honey, how do you pronounce that? He'd be like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? He'd answer, but he would not be real happy that I woke him up. He likes his sleep. Okay, so now I'm trying to determine if I should go into the black matte and really deepen up that outer corner. I think I'm going to. Why not? I'm just going to use the same brush I used, the Rephr 13. Just clean it off a little bit on my towel here. And I'm going to go into this Obsidian, this shade right here. Can you see that? Right there? Yep. And put that in my outer V. Because I think it'd be nice to really deepen this up. And this is a lovely black matte. I've always been on the hunt for like the perfect black matte, you know, I don't know why. And this is pretty damn close to perfect. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be perfect. You know, it's just really pigmented and it blends well and it's lovely. But I have some really awesome black mattes in my collection. Really nice. Very, very happy about that, you know? It's really cool to have that type of shade in my collection that I just love, you know? I have several of those. That's what I love about eyeshadows so much. Just kind of taking this up here just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. Yeah, I like it. Okay, although I think I'll just take this brush with nothing additional on it and just kind of go around the edge of the black just to kind of get that to blend so it's not quite so harsh. Okay, I think that's some stuff on my lashes, but I think I'm pretty much done with this. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my other eye. I have some fallout down here, my face. Take that e.l.f. contour, it's somewhere in here, and take it around this. Dry my hair, I will come back. So this is the finished look, and wow, do I love how this look turned out. I love that eyeshadow palette. So happy that I have kept it in my collection, that I got it initially and have kept it in my collection, and I will keep it in my collection probably forever because it's just so amazing. Love it. And I don't hear really anybody talking about that palette anymore. I mean, it's older. So I just felt it was perfect, obviously, for a Throwback Thursday. So I'm going to show you the palette again, but let me show you just a few things I threw on my face for my finished look. On my lips, I started off with a liquid lipstick from VE Cosmetics in the shade Persephone. Now, if you look at this, it's got a really cool shift to it. It's like got a black base, but it has like a burgundy and almost kind of like a rusty gold shift. But when I put it on my lips, all I could really see was a black liquid lipstick with a hint of burgundy, just not enough shift for me. A little disappointing, but I'm going to use it again. I don't know. Maybe I need to shake it up. I don't know, but it just wasn't as I wanted it to be. So I did grab a multi-chrome lip gloss from Ladybug Glow. This is in the shade number 6, and it's got a beautiful purple and greeny flip to it. Now, putting it over the black base of this liquid lipstick made the purple really jump out, which I love. However, I do think it's kind of the wrong shade of purple in conjunction with the eye look. You know what I mean? Like, I thought this would be more burgundy, but it's really purple, but I love it. I think it looks really cool. It's really fun. You know, it doesn't match exactly with the eye look, but oh well, who cares? My mother would be freaking out because she was match queen, the matchy match queen. In my inner corners, I did use the Sugar Drizzle Mini Glow Cube highlighter little palette here that my friend Julie sent me. I love this. I use this shade right here. You can't tell, but it's got a really subtle, well, not so subtle, pink shift to it, light pink shift. It's beautiful. And then for my lower waterlines, I use this beauty from Pixie by Petra. I think this is in the shade Rose Gold, but I can't, the writing is kind of worn off. It's a really pretty, just rose gold little liner here. It's old, but it still works really well. It stays really well in my lower water lines. And I thought the color would look nice with the Moonstone shade that I used on my lids today. Upper lid liner, again, use the Fatal Beauty Black Like My Soul felt tip liner. Of course, I love that. And then I am using the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara. Love it. I did use my Moira Cosmetics. This is the Signature Ombre Blusher in 08 Soft Berry again. I used this a couple videos back and kind of freaked out at how pigmented it was because I just had never used this kind of blush or this brand of blush before. So I went in a little too hard-handed. So just went a little bit lighter-handed today, and I just love this. It is beautiful. If you're into very pigmented blushes and want really blush cheeks, this is the blush for you. And I do want to get, there's several shades. I want to get some more of these because, you know, really nice. Okay, so now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette, Sample Beauty, the Jewel Tone palette. I was going to use completely different shimmers today and not use either one of these, but it's just, it's virtually impossible for me not to at least grab one of those shimmers to put on my lids for a look. This is just such a beautiful shimmer. What it kind of reminds me of is the formula in the Ghost Town palette from Nomad Cosmetics, which I did not get along with at all. But there's just something different about this. It's a similar formula, but there's just enough difference in this formula that it just works so well on my eyelids. It doesn't crease. It's just beautiful, very dynamic, very shifty. I loved this shade here, Pyro Garnet. If any of you know how to pronounce that, will you help me out in the comment section? I'm going to ask my husband tonight when I get home from work and see if he knows how to pronounce it, because I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Maybe I'm not. And then this shade here, Smoky Quartz, and this shade Spinel, Spinal, and Obsidian. All three of those were gorgeous. Very pigmented, blended beautifully. I did put a combination of all three on my lower lash lines. And, you know, there's tons of different options in here, tons. You can do so many things with this palette. And I really do want to give these shimmers a chance. I don't know that I've ever used those yet. Kind of sad. And there's mattes in here I haven't used yet either, but oh, so happy that I have this. It's a beautiful palette. I have no idea if this palette is still available. I think I did see it, I don't know how long ago that was, on the Beauty Bay website, but if you can find it and you're digging the color story, I don't think you can go wrong with this palette. I think most people would absolutely love this palette. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know what you think of the lip combo. And of course, go and check out my dear friend Jan Van's channel if you haven't yet already, and watch her plethora of Throwback Thursday videos. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get to Jan Van status of Throwback Thursday videos. I'll get there eventually. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.